Welcome players of all ages, races, and subclasses. My name is Roland and it's here guys, Campaign 3, Episode 1, Critical Role. Super excited, and this is going to be my first ever notable moments, top moments from the episode. So let's get into it. So this is, I've been wanting to do this for a while, since honestly the first campaign, if I'm being completely honest. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably change up the format as we go along, see what I like, see what you guys like. Any sort of suggestions or comments about what I'm doing, please leave them down in the comment section down below. For this particular video, I'm not going to be going into any of the characters specifically. I'm going to be doing a completely separate video about that, so, I'll have it out, sometime after this. And before we start, spoilers, there are spoilers, so if you haven't seen the episode, pause, go and watch it, come back, or continue watching and just be spoiled. So for this episode, I have 7 moments in particular I want to talk about. So not necessarily in order of from like worst to best, though I have to say the last one is 100% the best and hilarious. And if you've seen the episode, you probably know what it is, but we'll get there. So starting off with number 7, it's going to be Sam's ad. His first ad for this campaign was the perfect way to kick it off. He made, well, initially started off with pretending it was a normal ad read, and everyone was, even in the theater that I was seeing it in, was like, is that it? And Sam was like, of course not. And then he went into this whole Broadway musical that he wrote. He had green screen for it. There was dancing. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn was what's it called? The guest star, or his co-star in that, which is amazing. And Sam, way to kick off campaign 3 right. All right. Moment number 6, we have how we actually started the campaign off. Matt had everyone leave the table except Laura and Marisha, which was, I just didn't expect to start with, most of the table essentially leaving, kind of leading us into this new world with, these two characters. Laura's being Imogen and Marisha's being Laudna. And, I thought it was a very great way to start it off, but it was, especially in the theater, there was hush noise of what? Going throughout, kind of starting it off. So it was a very fun way to start this campaign off. All right, moment number 5. We have what I was not expecting, and I think maybe, I thought I saw someone mention this, so maybe it was spoiled and I just didn't know about it, but that Robbie was joining for probably not the whole campaign, but for a little bit. And the XU characters came back. Liam and Ashley's characters, they don't have new characters yet. I don't know if they're going to keep using Orm and Fern, but we'll see. But yeah, we had good old Dorian, Orm, and Fern join us in, and seeing them come to the table and them being super sneaky about Robbie joining was super, super cool. Moment number 4, nothing too crazy, but I thought it was funny that the first actually successful roll of the night was done by Fern when they were coming into the city, and she sees this earring that Pachydawn was wearing at one of the elephant folk who live there. Very big earring, and she's a little bit of a klepto, and she likes shiny objects and very interesting objects. So she rolls for sleight of hand to take it, and she successfully does. And I think that's a hilarious way to the first actually successful roll of the campaign was to steal something from an NPC. 3, and this moment is probably my second favorite moment for the whole night, and it's really seeing what the new set can actually do. I know we got the whole trailer teasing how they spent all this time and effort into it, but seeing it in action is super cool. One, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, all the wood and the intricacies and the lanterns, but the lighting and the projections are super cool. We saw them used in a large way 4 times this episode, initially going from essentially just during the day to sunset, which is when the big battle kind of took place. And then once again from sunset to night when Imogen and Laudna were going back home, and very white and spooky and not ethereal, but ethereal spooky kind of vibe to it, which was cool. And then night to morning when they all wake up, and then the very last one was from that normal morning to a fireplace. Essentially, they were entering the home of possibly their new patron. Where he's, they enter this very dark room, and there's a fireplace, and Matt says all you can hear is the crackling of wood, and you see fire effects coming off behind Matt, and everyone, it looks like there's a fireplace glowing on them, and it really immerses you in the experience. And I'm happy for them that they get to play like this, but happy for us that I can't wait to see all the special effects going forward. Moment number 2, it's our first fight of the campaign. They fought some animated objects. They fought a table, a rug, a fork, and a knife, and it was a very fun, low-level encounter to kind of help show off, help people get used to their new characters and show them off a little bit. We didn't see a bunch, but like we definitely saw, we kind of helped figure out what Marisha's is a little bit, so to speak, and kind of Laura showing off more of that mainly telekinetic abilities that her sorcerer has, and then we got to see Sam and Talison's homebrew subclass, which we don't know what it is, but seeing their very cool feature. So seeing the first fight of the campaign, super cool. And this is a moment, sort of a moment, but it is a big moment. But I guess honorable mention before we get to the best moment of the night and our number 1 moment. The honorable mention is going to be Sam's new container. He always does something funny. He has the flask, or he has the big mug. He has a gas can, like an actual red, big old gas can, and it's, oh my god, it's hilarious. I broke out laughing. The theater broke out laughing. He broke, the cast every time he kind of pulls it out, and oh, he never disappoints. And the number 1 moment of the night, it is when Fresh Cut Grass, Sam's character, is talking about his companions or former companions or brothers and sisters and essentially naming them and saying, that his former master named all of their inventions off of their favorite smells. And I'm gonna play the clip for you guys to see.
Did you give yourself your name, or?
No. My former associate gave me my name. She named all of her creations after her favorite smells.
Oh, that's lovely.
There was a bunch of us. There was me. There was oatmeal. There was apple pie. There was pussy. There was a bunch of us.
Wow.
It's so nice to see other people having to hear this. It's really just bringing everything into sharp perspective.
This has been a day.
That took me a bit by surprise.
This has been a day.
What was your name?
Wow, it was just thrown out there so quick.
Did you say send help?
So the minute that happened, it came out of nowhere and was so, very just blasé about it. Our theater was laughing for honestly 5-6 minutes straight. I was crying. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. I had to go back after finished watching this. I had to go back and watch what happened for a good period of time because I couldn't hear anything because of just how loud the laughter was. And and you even saw the cast. The cast couldn't keep it together. Sam, you devil! Oh my god, so funny. I'm laughing, and I want to start laughing and crying just thinking about that moment. And thank you so much, Sam, because that moment being in the theater and everyone erupting in this thunderous laughter is a memory I will never forget of something so ridiculous. But thank you so much, Sam. And that's it. Those are our top 7, 8, including the honorable mention moments for this episode. Super excited for next week to kind of see what happens. And once again, I'm gonna try to do this for every episode. I have a lot of thoughts usually going forward, and yeah, I just want to get them out and have a discussion and with you guys. So please leave any theories, comments, ideas, thoughts down below in the comment section. Usually at this time, I would actually want to have a more open discussion, just kind of talking about my thoughts. But I think I'm gonna leave that for my character video discussing that, because a lot of what I've thought is predictions, thoughts about the characters and where they're gonna go forward. But honestly, first, love the city that Matt has created. Just the image of these spires above this jungle that's also in a mostly desert continent is gorgeous, and just seeing some of the artwork for it is it's beautiful, and I'm just honestly so excited to see where all of this goes. But yeah, more thoughts about this episode is going to be in that character video I'm going to be putting out. just want to say thank you again for coming and watching this video. Please hit the like button if you liked it, and if you didn't, hit the dislike button. And if you didn't like what I did, please tell me why. I love criticism and would love to improve my content for you guys and just for myself. Please subscribe. Once again, like I said, I'm going to be putting out videos for every episode and just general thoughts, discussions for Campaign 3 and other D&D related videos. So if you want to stay up to date, also hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you one more time, guys, and I know sometimes life can be rough, but always remember there's always someone out there who cares about you, thinking about you, and sometimes, just like in D&D, we just gotta pick up those dice and just keep rolling.